Hey gang, Uncle Todd and Sonny here. And we pick up on Resident Alien right where we left off with, wrong page. With, well, actually, we start with Agent Gardner, who is the Mantid, going back to the house she had rented where she's staying. And she goes upstairs, where Gardner is still alive in a cocoon, telling her, well, I'm going to have to be moving. Sorry I can't take you with me, but I travel light. Then we cut back to the cabin, where Ben and Kate are a little upset with Max for not telling them that Harry was an alien. To which Max replied, I did. You didn't believe me. You threatened to, said there was something wrong with me and were going to send me to a camp, which, first season. And Harry, of course, reverts back to Harry form so that everybody can talk. And they're not put off by his alien. And he covers up his dead father. Then Asta and Darcy show up. And then they get yelled at because they knew Harry was an alien. They didn't tell them, and back and forth. And they try to explain, look, we were just trying to protect you. We were trying to protect the baby. At which point they find that Darcy named her Daisy. Well, her name's not Daisy. It's Elizabeth. Bella for short. Her mother's name. Daisy was the name of her mother's dog. And they tell Harry, and mostly Harry, he cannot be around their family anymore. He's putting their son in danger. Let's see. Now, Mike, the next day, goes to tell Ben that Mantid is Agent Gardner. Now, she came from Paradise originally, and Ben actually says, I knew it. I think I've known ever since she stole my girlfriend back in high school. Anyways, Mike wants to shut down the Old Mining Days festival that celebrates the birth of Paradise as a mining community. That's how it started. Well, he can't. It'd have to be done by the council. Council doesn't meet till next week. The event's tomorrow. All the places are booked. Even the one where the guy got his head bit off. That's not important. Anyway, Ben then goes and tells Harry. And Harry's like, oh, well, this is bad. If the Mantid knows it's been discovered, it'll change to another identity. I'm going to need one thing from you. Anything. I need Max. Can't have him. Of course he needs Max. Max is the only one who can see an alien, no matter what the disguise. Ben's not going to do it. Harry's also having problems with Asta because now he's learned that Asta's father said it might be time for her to leave. Live her own life. Find herself. Not that she has to. She could stay. It's, she keeps telling Harry she's going to stay, but he's too butthurt about it all. Meanwhile, Liv is checking the footage from the trail cam she set up, and who does she see? Asta. And someone else who's just off camera, and they have shovels. Very suspicious. So they go and they search Asta's office, finding a card sent to her from Joseph. Oh, Liv says. Joseph was the one who was in love with her. Asta comes in, and they start to question her. And so she says, well, I was in the woods with Joseph. What were the shovels for? We were making a garden. Turnips. Oh, yeah. Mike's like, yeah, I understand that. It's hard to grow. They leave. Liv's like, do you believe her? Do I believe she was planting turnips? Sure. Do I believe she was with Joseph? No. And they start to brainstorm. Well, it has to be someone who's been in town for a while, someone she's been working close with too, and they both look at Harry's office door and realize, oh. And then they both remember Max, back in season 1, had told them Harry was an alien, and they had thrown it off. Son of a bitch. Anyways, Harry calls on Sahar to meet him at the diner. He wants her to help him get Max so that they can hunt the Mantid. Well, she can't do that. His parents are keeping too close an eye on him. But she shows him the formula she made for the manticide, like a pesticide only for mantids. Harry looks at it, and he won't admit it, but it's awesome. She's brilliant. He says, this is very good. With a few tweaks, I think it might be workable. So they head back to his cabin where they start working on it. Let's see. Darcy goes to see Kate, where they come to an understanding. She's still trying to make amends, as part of her AA process. And she kind of screws it up a little. And so she and Kate end on bad terms. Robert, Peter's son, one who was abducted when he was a child and has only been free the last few months, shows up at Liv's office. He caught her broadcasts, or her podcasts, taking over his father's podcast, and so he goes to see her because she was talking about him. And here he learns his father's alive, although he's not quite the man he used to be. Or as Liv puts it, well, he's more of a Frankenstein now. I would have gone with Bionic or $6 Million Man, something like that, but okay, I'm older, so. Anyways, he's going to stay in town so that next time Peter comes in contact with her, she can tell him son's here. Well, it's the day of the Mining Days Festival. When Liv shows up, Mike shows her his plan to get the Mantid into the old abandoned mine and get it electrocuted. He's got it all set up. They just got to lure him in there. Meanwhile, he's watching Harry because he knows Harry has to have some connection to the Mantid. He's an alien after all. And Liv's like, well, that's kind of judgmental. I doubt all aliens like each other and hang out together. All people don't. Well, that's different. That's people. Anyways, Harry's also watching him because he knows that the Mantid had... Ben told him everything. He knows the Mantid is threatened to take out Mike. So he's going to watch him and spray the Mantid when it shows up. At which point, when when Estes had enough of it, she goes, berates everybody, and gets them to start working together. Meanwhile, Max is stuck with his mother, who he's very upset about. He knows Harry needs his help. So when they park to get gas and she's talking to the gas station attendant, he runs off. So after she gets gas, she heads to the festival, where she runs into Darcy, who does a better job of making amends to her. And at first it seems like she's just going to ignore her, but no. She has Bella with her. And she hands Bella to Darcy, explains Max ran off. She needs to find him. Please watch my daughter for me. Darcy is thrilled. Yes, I will guard her with my life. Let's see. Meanwhile, Leanne goes to visit Agent Gardner. She hasn't heard from him for a few days. And she discovers this odd wet patch in her ceiling. So she takes an umbrella and pokes it. And this humongous cocoon. Before it was more like a spider web that she was hanging in. This is like a full-on cocoon. Falls in. There's been some parts of the middle that have been eaten out, but the face of Gardner is still showing through. Perhaps Mike's calls about Agent Gardner being the alien weren't the ravings of a madman. Meanwhile, Harry and Mike are heading towards the mine. They're trying to coordinate together, but they're mostly just insulting each other. They get a call from Liv. A strange man smoking cigarette. That's a big clue there, the cigarettes. Is seen going into the mine from the south entrance. So they head to the mine from a different entrance and go in. Just as Max and Sahar arrive. And Liv shows up. And Max tells Sahar, that's not Liv. That's the Mantid. Dun dun dun! Yeah, good episode. I like that everybody is starting to coalesce into one team. A very dysfunctional team, but they're starting. So I'm really hopeful that nothing bad happened to Liv, because I really like Liv. But now she gets to play evil, so I'm sure that'll be fun next episode. Yeah, another good one. Harry's little snit fit with Asta that runs through most of the episode is hilarious. Because they start using Sahar as the go-between. Would you tell Asta that? Would you tell Harry that? And she's like, I am not the third in this weird triangle you people have. And another interesting thing was Asta does the story of this woman who was the first female miner in the town's history. And as she's talking about her leaving home on this journey and the unknowns, it must have been very scary for her. She comes to realize leaving town isn't going to be bad if she does decide. Not that she has. And then Judy, who always wants to be the one to play that part and give that narration, hits her with a tomato, just like last year, and she runs after her to give her one. So yeah, a lot of good comedy. This is becoming a very interesting season with a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, so please hit like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.